Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On the move to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. It's Eckler again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's second and 8. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Chargers at 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is caught by Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Five yards remain on second down.
10 seconds.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, it's Taylor. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 45. White. Watch out now. 52.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Trying to improvise. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, it's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The slot man in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Eckler. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 168 yards for him on the ground.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the loose tackle up front, and it may be...
Or after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw.
As this complete to Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Herbert now. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Colts, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.